Okay, let's take a look at this young man. Um, this looks like Hickory to me because I was good friends with Keith Woods, and got used to seeing videos from Hickory. In any case, first thing I think might be a recurring theme is his shoulders and his left arm, um, and whether they're not level here because I think he leads through the middle like that. But let's take a look here. Let's see. He plays with that shot a lot, but that's not the end all be all. But all right. So now I think we're ready. Here, one thing I notice here is I am a big fan of eliminating unnecessary movements, and I see here I see his weight go from his excuse me from his left leg or off of his left foot over onto his right. So that shift across is really unnecessary. It creates extra movement, so it complicates things going. So he has to come back to his left before he goes through. I would say just wind on his left and stay there. Yeah, there's that here. That's just raising that up. Um, if it goes up, it probably has to come down, but we'll see. Here it comes through his. Okay, so I'm going to say I like to get. This is just me, and not everybody does it the way that I do. You see, his right foot is trailing him here. It's behind everything else, like he's going to kick a field goal. That's the way I like to say it. I like to do, when you do 360 drills and then you do 90s. But when we do those, we like to push, clear. We like to push from that right hip because we're trying to get that out in the head and then working across the middle. And I think the last thing that really moves here for him is his backside, where that's going to be his right axis in the middle. So we watch this, and his foot's not too high. Okay, and my thing is, I like to have this. I like to have the left side here, and then have that right side cross over it, become linear, going into the middle. If we clear this and we look here, he's turning, he's rotating on his left foot, and he's facing in. The way I teach things, and if you go to my Instagram, and you'll see what I try to do with my kids. Doesn't always work, but I try to do, especially from a side angle, is I want that right side to lead them in. If you look at him here, he still has a very slight tilt to his shoulders, and he is going in hips and shoulders together. Hips and shoulders together. Also, the other thing to think of is, here's something I really like to preach. The earlier you get off of your left foot in the back, the earlier it's going to land at the front. And I think he stays on his left foot longer than I would prefer. So he takes and look where his left foot is when his right foot touches down. It touchdown. It's still in the back of the circle, so that means it has to take time to wind all the way through. Also notice he drops that left arm here. The arm goes up, it's got to come down. This isn't a horrible power position. I think if he gets out of the back earlier, then he gets to the front faster with his left foot. You get that tap tap sound at the front. Tap tap. I call that the sound of far. Because when that biomechanically happens, then that means that the person's in a good position to pop the throw. Let's see what he does at his ending. And he kind of fades away from it. And I don't think that he necessarily turns his right foot all the way through. And that might be just a case of doing more non-reverses, so he can feel like he's striking his hip to the middle of the sector. He does get some lift on the ball. Part of being linear is, let's see where he reverses. We see where the ball's going. The ball's going over here. He finishes fairly well in the middle. That's not that bad. And then he's looking here. Damn eyes. And he's not the first one, not the last one, but he looks to see where the ball is before it comes down. You just got to trust that it's going and let it go. Drop your butt, get settled, and then you can look up. If you hit it right, it'll still be in the air. I know I said a lot of different things here, and hopefully they are helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know. Good luck.